Hey guys, what's up? We spun after CWL and got a nice match against another fellow CWL clan. We matched up against six Schlitzes for our second time, a little rematch from, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I believe it was the war before the break, where we were able to come out on top. Ended up with a great breakdown, even war all the way through. It was a 40-40 breakdown, was 3 11s, and then sorry, I didn't even do this math ahead of time, but to 15 or Town Hall 10s, and so whatever that is math-wise, and so 16 through 40 were our Town Hall 9s. Ended up with a great war, a lot of fun, as always. We had a excellent Town Hall 10 performance. We ended up with three Town Hall 10, 10 on 10 triples. Nines had a pretty good war, and our 11s just had a funky war. They ended up only getting one out of their 6 nukes done. We left one of their 11s, 1-starred, 6 Schlitzes. Didn't have any 10v10s, but they did go 4 of 6 10v11. So that was the 2-star differential there, and good game to them. It was a lot of fun, and I get to recap some sweet Town Hall 10 hits here. This hit was done by our Cap K. This was a second attempt on this base. I know LB Lord Barb had the fresh hit on this. He's just going ahead and getting his archers down to start clearing out those corners, and he's coming in here with a stoned little go hobo kind of thing with hogs. So again, no air, sticking with kind of old meta, a little bit old meta attacks. I guess just taking advantage of these base builds that are kind of trying to prevent loons, and so he's got these 3 cored up expos that are all set to be air firing, and so he's going to take advantage of being able to push and get all 3 of those expos, and with that he's putting his bowlers and his AQ all right into range of this first Inferno Tower, and he's easily able to clear that out. He's going to get his queen to reach, the bowlers reach out, touch that. They're still got their second rage there in the core, and they're still golems up, and they're still pushing. They ended up busting through this wall on the backside here, so they're still getting tons of value, and they're able to get down that second Inferno Tower. So it's just tons of value. There was a bowler over here that walked, and even kind of deploying the hogs on the wrong side a little bit, not getting the value of that golem over there. He's still just is able to really put a hurting on this base really quickly. So he's got to heal for his hogs to roll through this last splash defense, so his BK happened to be tanking, and he still has his queen phase here, and his queen's going to take out one of these cannons, and it's only going to leave one cannon up, and he's got some cleanup that he's already been deploying over here, and everything's just coming right together. It was a really just solid plan to take advantage of a base that was putting a whole lot of value in the core and getting a whole lot of value from a single jump. And let's see how many, about 9 bowlers. So 2 rages, a jump, was able to open up all 3 expos, both Inferno Towers, CC, AQ, BK, all that. So it was just a great push there for what ended up being a stone push with bowlers. This is Buggy, and he is going to come at this base with a nice little queen walk. I think Leo kind of planned this out and kind of started this off. I think this was the second attempt on this, and it was a high percent the first time, and with a little bit of tweaking, Buggy was able to get it with the second attempt on here. So he's got bowlers over there making a funnel to push his queen one way. His queen now starts hitting this counterclock, and he's got, when he gets down this building here on the corner, he's able to get his wall breakers to pick the junction that he wanted to open up, and so he's able to get his queen to push in super deep with a couple wall breakers that were raised up to make sure they didn't get sniped by anything. So he's got his queen raised up. She's dealing with the defending archer queen and BK at the same time, and is stepping into the range of the CC. And right when she kind of starts wandering towards the Inferno Tower, she comes back this way, and is able to stay up with another Rage and a Poison to work through the CC. And then he's going to start over here with a little bit of Funnel, and he's going to be able to link up his King, some Bowlers. I think he's going to... I think this is the attack he forgets. He had a P.E.K.K.A. to put in here because he's going to jump all this in here and try and get everything to funnel onto this Inferno Tower here. And he forgets his P.E.K.K.A. I don't think that was his plan, at least. So he's able to start putting in some Hogs now to help out, because so much of this was tanked. And then I think he realizes what he has done, and he puts his P.E.K.K.A. in to start with some OP trash cleanup on the P.E.K.K.A. So great use of 25 camp space there. So good job there, Buggy. It's a lot of value. You know, all that external, all that trash is, you know, it can get you sometimes, and so why not just throw a P.E.K.K.A. on it, you know? So Hogs were able to path and kind of clean things up for each other, and just kind of force each other right into where they needed to go. The Hogs are going to peter out here, hitting the splash defense and the, you know, it's just a level 2 Inferno Tower, but you know, his Hogs just aren't going to be able to make it that far. He had everything kind of cleaned up on the edges here, and his Queen was able to, because of the work the Hogs did, his Queen has been able to just heal all the way back up now, and so she's up to full health. And this Baby Dragon up here, I think it's 2 of them are stacked on top of each other, we're able to kind of clear out that last little bit, and then they step in, and so does the Queen, and all of them are on at the very last building, the last Inferno Tower, and to get that 3-star. So that was our second 10, and here is our third. This is Neek. I believe this is a cleanup by Damien. Damien started this off and came pretty close to getting this. This is also a really cool Queen walk on this base, and is able to... There's some air on the back end of this one, so I think he's going to, if I remember this correctly, he's going to get his Queen. There goes the Bowlers. The Bowlers are going to help funnel the Queen to get another counterclockwise walk the way the last attack did. And once she starts heading this way, she's getting first AD here, and these ADs on the back end over here are super exposed, so he doesn't really have to worry about them when he starts his Lalo. So he gets to 2 that were more kind of cored up, less exposed, and closer to defending Archer Queen, and so he gets a really nice wall breaker in to open that compartment up. His Bowlers are still going up here, and they got some bounce, even taking out some defenses kind of incidentally over there. As soon as his Queen steps into range of that, he's got a freeze to keep it off of him, and then has to burn the phase at the last second because he ate that double giant bomb set with his Queen. Once the CC is dealt with, he rages her up to keep her going, because she's now encountering all 3 of these point defenses and having to deal with all these pups. So once those are dealt with, he's going to, because he made a nice funnel with those Bowlers, he's able to have a couple Bowlers he is holding on to, put him down with his BK with a poison, and BK goes right in, just puts him right onto the Archer Queen. With the BK tanking, the Bowlers are able to easily get this air defense here. So that's the second air defense down now, and he even gets more value with those Bowlers. They're still kind of going, but they're going to start petering out here in a moment. So he starts his Lalo. Queen's still going. She's full health, and she's going to be fine the rest of this raid. Lalo comes in, gets those loons immediately onto that first air defense, and once that goes down, he's going to make himself a nice little path where his loons split. One pack starts going around, and the other pack are going to jump right in on that Inferno Tower. As soon as that Inferno Tower is down, he's got his last Hound over here tanking up that AD. Queen's still going, dealing with the trash. She was dealing with a couple defenses over here, and I think he's down to only 2 healers, but they're still sustaining her with just the 1 cannon on her. And then there's just that lone Tesla there left in the core, and he's kind of throws his rage down, gets his loons on it quick, gets the 3 stars. So that was our third 10v10 hit excellent performance by the guys. I think a lot of us in the clan are getting excited when we start seeing how our 10v10s have been performing pretty reliably and getting those triples and getting them pretty efficiently. You know, putting 2 hits on a base and able to get a 3-star, not, you know, throwing so many hits on there. And they're really maturing, and it's fun to watch. It's impressive to watch. It's a lot of fun. You know, we're all fans of the game, so to be able to watch your clan putting hits out that are just, you know, impressive. it's a lot of fun. So I'm still raving about our Town Hall 10 hits. Here's Q, the big box ×2 coming in, and he's going to put down attack. He's got 9 wall breakers here, so he's going to get 2 sets of walls. He started his queen here, dealt with the defending BK, and wall broke the first section up, and he put down his king. He's got his wizzies behind it, so I believe the kids call that a kiwi. And he wants to get his wall breakers into the second layer here, and he saw how his wall breakers were coming over here, aggroing this compartment. So as soon as his wizards clear that, he's got his next pack coming in, and there they go. They picked the right wall that he wanted, and he's able to not have to put down a jump or quakes or anything like that. So he still has 3 more rage spells because he's already used his first one, and he still hasn't used his queen phase. So she jumps into the core there, and he's going to rage her up to help her get through some of these buildings quickly. Gets the 3rd AD down, and now he's got a little bit of a Lalo with 1 rage to quickly get that first pack of loons rolling. This queen's trigger radius is right going to be right on the edge of this air defense, and so when he puts his 2 hounds in on it, he knows that the queen's going to be aggroed by that. So he's got 1 more rage that's going to get the balloons, but most importantly is getting the pups, and the pups, just a few of them, are getting the defending archer queen. And so he ends with his queen phase and a whole ton of air troops left over. So that was a really nice hit. So he had 19 minions, 12 loons. I think about all those minions were still up at the end of that, and about every puppet looked like. What was my next base? Here we go. Here's Cap. He had the Town Hall 10 triple, and then he's got a stoned push. He's going to come in here, and he's going to get a couple of air defenses. And I really like this because he did a really sweet naked queen walk here. The way these compartments are set up, this mortar is far enough, 2 tiles back here, and so whenever he puts his golem on this compartment and walks his queen up, she's going to take down these 2 defenses, and then this whiz tower over here is going to be closer for the golem, so the golem goes that way, and he also has the second golem to come in to make sure that archer tower there doesn't trigger or aggro onto his AQ. So AQ is still walking around here, and he's had his 3rd golem get down over here, and he's just making his funnel over there to help with his help get everything pushed into this compartment. So he breaks it in way up here so that nothing will wander this way. And so bowlers and BK come down, and he's got a jump spell that's going to connect 1, 2, 3 air defenses and get access to CC, BK, AQ, and put everything under rage and a heal spell. So he's still got 2 pocket hastes. He didn't what was his spell comes in? So he had his 2 poisons, 1 heal, 1 rage, 1 jump. So yeah, he had 2 hastes left over. Puts down his 1 hound, and it eats all the air mines. And when it does that, he's good. So he has this little pack of loons here, hastes them right into the only AD that was left. And now he's got loons he's still deploying for his cleanup. Loons that were available from his original deploy. So he ends up just smashing this base. Tons of troops left over. Good breakdown on that base. And we got 1 more Town Hall 9 hit to show you, and we'll wrap this up. This is Coda, Blackfish, hitting a little hybrid. Got his queen walking over here. is going to walk her kind of right into the trigger radius of the defending AQ and CC at about the same time. You can see they have about the same trigger radius. He's able to trigger out a little bit of it with a wall breaker. I don't think he was really trying to do that. That Tesla popped on him. But as soon as he knows he can get in there, he puts his wall breakers down a second time. The wall breakers get the rest of the funnel. Excuse me, the rest of the, not the rest of, I think there's still a baby dragon in there, but gets a lot of the CC triggered out and is able to deal with that. And he double poisoned just to make sure he got those skeletons down quickly, but his poisons are going to fade on him. But he goes ahead and starts down here, getting a little bit of funnel to make sure his queen will step up, and queen gets into the radius of the defending queen, puts down the rage. And I guess that was the whole CC. Sorry about that. I guess there were some Valks in there I didn't notice. Meanwhile, he's got his healers and queen raged up, so he knows that they're going to be fine. So once he knows that's fine, he's going to start his BK, and CC bowlers are going to come in and solo out this entire compartment with some wizards creating a funnel and the BK busting everything in there. So the bowlers are going to end up kind of wondering a little bit, but they are doing their job. They're getting this air defense down. Once the air defense goes down, he's going to start his Lalo. He starts it a little bit early, but he's got no more air defenses left. Queen got him, got 3 of them, and the BK got 1 with the bowlers. Sorry, slow. He's got a haste and some heal spells because he knows only thing that can really get him are these point defenses, and he knows that, you know, a heal spell can keep up with all of these. There's no air defenses up. So the queen is still very comfortable, plenty of health. All the loons are finishing up over there. He sustained them all with heal spells and was able to just wreck this base pretty handily with just 1 hound and 17 loons. So great hit, Coda. Good gain to 6 Schlitzes. Fun war. I think we were pretty disappointed, but where we failed, it's a lot easier to fix than a lot of clans. You know, I think we can fix our nuke game, and we were short a lot of our more reliable hitters on this war, especially at Town Hall 11. A good game to 6 Schlitzes and good war alchemy. We're going to be excited for this weekend's war, and we'll see about winning that one. Great is alchemy.